Hey there, fellow classic comic collectors. As always, I'm Scott Harris King, and in this episode, I'm going to be unboxing some comics that I've just received from eBay and from other various online sources. This is the first of my comic hauls I'm going to be recording as I get different back issues, whether it's from conventions or stores or online. I'm going to, do videos and I'm going to show off this stuff. I collect things that are a little bit different from a lot of people. So hopefully you'll find something interesting here. Of course, like most collectors, I can't really go to stores at the moment. Hopefully sometime soon. But that means that I'm doing a lot more buying on eBay than I usually do. I have some packages here. I've got, I don't know exactly how many, 10 or 15 comics. Some of these packages have more than one, so I'm not exactly sure. And I'm gonna unbox them. I've already, cut them open, and they're ready to be pulled out and revealed. I'm gonna reveal them. Or hopefully, I won't be spoiled, and we'll see them all together for the first time. So I've got some stuff here ready to go, and why don't we just jump right in? I've got something here, and what do we got here? Oh, all right, cool. It's Young Romance 154. And I'm trying to finish my some of my DC runs. The ones I'm focusing on are DC's Young Romance and Young Love runs. Those are books that they took over from other publishers. And this is one of the sort of more key issues of Young Romance because you may not see it right off, but this is actually a Neal Adams cover. It's not like the Neal Adams romance cover. For me, that would be Heartthrobs 120. But it is a Neal Adams romance cover, so I wanted to sort of sock this away as soon as I could. I got a good deal on it on eBay. It's a lower grade copy. It's got a bit of a spine split and some rolling, so it's probably in the 4 to 4.5 range, but it presents really nice. The story's all here, I presume, so excited for that. All right. Next package, looks like there's several books in here. So I'll just pull out the first one. Oh, it's okay. So this is a lot of a romantic story. I paid a little bit more for this than I normally would because I already have one of the copies. So when I buy things on eBay, lots on eBay. I tend to just price out the issues that I need for my collection and only pay that much. It means I missed out on a lot of books as a result. But in this case, I paid a little more because there's a couple I wanted. Specifically, this one here is just such a nutso cover. You see, it says, "Is this any way for a doc to treat his patient?" Then he slaps her, and then he kisses her, and then they get married, and it says, "You bet it is." This is so wrong on like every possible level. Here's a tip for any future doctors: smacking your patients around and then uh, kissing them and starting a relationship with them, that will get you thrown out. Like you'll have your license revoked and you'll probably be taken to court and you might go to jail. So don't do this. Maybe, in 1970 that was still appropriate, but no, it really wasn't. So that's terrible. So I wanted to get a copy of this. Once I saw the cover, I was like, "Oh, Charlton, geez, what are you doing here?" But it's not the only one. Same lot. This one I already had a copy of. This is one that I got a double of. This might actually be a slight upgrade to mine. It's Romantic Story 102, and it's got some trapeze artists in a love triangle, and one of them is letting the other one fall to her death. And it says, "Scream his name now, Mona, just as you whispered it last night when Carl held you in his arms." Oh, how can people not want to collect these romance comics? It's so great. But this one I already had. Let's see the next one. Oh, okay. So here's a Romantic Story 103. This is one that I just wanted for the cool cover. This was on my list when I first started really getting into Charlton romance a couple years ago. I went through all 1,250 issues and I flagged the ones that looked particularly interesting, either because I liked the cover or there was a story of importance inside. And this is one of the Bronze Age ones. It's right on the cusp of Silver to Bronze Age. That I really dig the cover. The crazy covers are cool, but actually covers that are actually romantic are also cool. So, hey, these romance comics have everything. And okay, and here's another issue of Romantic Story 110. Uh, this is about, a rich girl. It says, can the unhappy girl who has everything, including too much freedom, change to a happy heart? Seems a little pejorative, the too much freedom. I'm not sure how that flies in several different ways, but I'll have to read the story to find out. This is one that was just part of the lot. So I don't think it's as interesting as the other three, but again, I don't know. I haven't read the story yet, so we'll see. Okay. Next package. I'm going to pull it out and we'll see what it is. Okay, hey, it's Son of Tomahawk, number 131. This is actually, let me try this side here so you don't get a glare. This is actually the first appearance of Hawk, Son of Tomahawk. The series up to this point was just called Tomahawk, and it was a long-running DC series that was set sort of in the Revolutionary War. It was like Tomahawk's like a Daniel Boone type character who is fighting in the wilderness during the Revolutionary War. But starting with this issue, it fast forwards like 30 years. So now it's like 1810, and he's married a Native American woman, and they have Hawk as their son, and the tone's very different. There's a lot of stories that are trying to be sort of more progressive, dealing with the struggles that Hawk has because of his biracial heritage, stuff like that. So this is a short run. It lasted, I think, 10 or 11 issues. I've got almost all of them, and I've been getting them for $1 each when I find them. It's taken me a few years to get to the point where I have almost all of them for that price. But I finally bit the bullet. This is a higher grade. It's like a 7.5 copy of Hawk's first appearance. It's the first issue. It's one of the last ones I needed. So I paid a little bit more for this. I think it was, after shipping, it was like $9, maybe as much as 11. I forget, in that range. But it's just a really cool cover. These issues have some really cool art by Joe Kubert and some cool covers by him. But the interiors also have some early work by Frank Thorne before he started doing Red Sonja at DC. So they have some great art, some really cool stories, and I'm really happy to get this. I can't wait to read this one. So we got one more here. Hold on. Get it out of the box here. And all right, let's see what this is. Oh, it's okay. So it's Sergeant Fury, number 39. And an interesting story behind this. I sort of have a complete run of Sergeant Fury already. And by sort of, I mean that starting with issue 80, they begin interspersing reprint issues. They had this weird thing where every other issue would be a reprint, and every other one would be new. I have all the new stories. I don't have all the reprint issues. So it's sporadic. I have issues 1 through 80, and then from 80 to 120, I have about half of them, the ones that are new, and then 121 it started becoming all reprints. So I don't have any of those after that. At some point I might track them down just because I'm a completist. In this case, the reason that I had to get a new copy is that my old copy had a date stamp on it, and being a complete nerd, I love date stamps, the historical aspect of them, and I have a spreadsheet with all of my date stamps on them. And there was actually a guy who was looking for the date stamp that I had on this because it was the day he was born. I think it was like November 29, 1967 was the date stamp on it. And that was the day the guy was born. He was looking for any comic that had that. I've had this spreadsheet for years trying to match up with people that are looking for specific dates. It's the first time I've ever actually matched someone. So I was really excited. I just gave him that copy. This was $8 to get a new copy. It's actually a bit of an upgrade from the other one, although it doesn't have the date stamp. So I think, all things considered, I'd rather drop a grade and have the date stamp. But yeah, so I'm excited to get this back because now I've completed my collection of Sergeant Fury again. But also, it was really, really fulfilling for me to be able to help that guy out and get him that comic. Okay, next batch of packages. Got a new day here, new day of deliveries. I've got a couple packages here. Haven't looked, don't know what it is. Let's see. Let's all look at it together. Oh, okay. I'm excited about this one. It's Young Love number 39. I paid a little bit more for this than I usually do for these romance books. I'm more of a reader. I try and keep costs down as low as I can. That's hard to do. Romance books the last 2-3 years, the prices are definitely going up across the board, all grades, all books. But this one in particular, I think after shipping, I paid $20 for it, and it's a solid mid-grade. It's about a 5. This is kind of a, say, a minor key because it's the first DC issue of Young Love. It's the first issue of the Mary Robin Registered Nurse storyline. So I'm trying to finish my DC Young Love collection. I still have a long way to go, but this was sort of one that I wanted to get sooner rather than later. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay. Oh, we got another packet of romance books. There's 3 of them. These are a little bit lower mid grade. It's Girls Romances 140. 136. This one's got a bit of a bend here. That's actually looks fairly recent, which is unfortunate. But once that's been in a bag for a while, I think we can fix that. And then there is 146. I really dig this cover. The reds are great. The black leather tunic thing that she's wearing. I didn't realize when I bought this. This also is a date stamp. I do love date stamps. This one's November 25. So that would be, what is this, like 68? Oh, 77. So yeah, 69. So November 25, 1969. So yeah, again, I paid a little bit more for these than I would if there wasn't a pandemic going on. Like if I found these at a comic shop. They were not that it was a lot. They were $7 each after shipping. And then the 146 I would probably pay that for. The other 2 I would probably be more in the $5 range. But whatever. We're retail therapy. Got another box here. Not sure what's in it, but there's several books. Oh, okay. Got Life with Archie, number 57. There's also Life with Archie, number 69. One other book came with this lot, but I'm not going to show you that one. It's a secret because I'm going to do a whole video about it later. It's tucked in the back here, so it's a big secret. You can guess in the comments below what it is and why I'm saving it for a special video later. I'm working on a complete run of Life with Archie. The series ran for 286 issues. I think I'm missing about 35 of them at this point. So I've got about 250. I've got most of the run, but I am missing the big keys, which are issues 1 and 2. So that's it for this time. Thanks for watching. Next time, I have a bunch of really cool stuff in the mail right now. I was hoping some of it would arrive, including some issues that were a gift from a fellow YouTuber. So I'll be sure to give a shout out when I show those off. And a bunch of really cool, sort of more key issues from Romance and Archie and some neat stuff. So I'll be doing this again as soon as I have another 10 or 15 issues to show off. And in the meantime, I have a bunch of other videos you can watch. I got one over here. I've got a playlist or something. Maybe it's the other way around. I don't know. There's a dongle here you can hit if you want to subscribe. Check out my other videos and playlists and stuff. And thanks very much for watching. I really appreciate it.